I went to a hardcore classic competition and without having any experience playing hardcore at all, I beat it anyway, just cause I can. Okay, the competition is in 2 stages. Everybody has 4 hours to hit level 10 with a maximum of 13. After that, you get drafted into a dungeon to do RFC, and whoever kills all the 4 bosses first wins. Sounds easy. Here's the catch. You can't die. Today you will learn how this apex predator of a troll managed to clear RFC from level 1 not only without dying, but at just level 10. I went mage. Why? Because you cannot stack any more of 2 of any class and, well, nobody wants to play mage, so I liked my chances. There is a lot of secret Illuminati advantages to playing a mage, we're gonna see that later on. So Graysfordays did the countdown and everybody showed up from level 1. And here's where we encountered our first hardship. To say that the Valley of Trials was chaos would be a massive understatement. I was nothing but a mere mage, trying to get a tag against knife-throwing rogues and autismo min-maxing hunters. My only hope of tagging a boar was to stand on top of where it died and bonking it with my staff. Eventually I did get enough boars, cactus apples and whatever, and it was time to move on to the elite quests. Or so I thought, until I met the most obnoxious villain of the hardcore community. This right here is Trollburger. This man got up one day. He saw people having fun. These people had it too good for too long. So he went up and rolled a horde character. He ran straight into this hill and he stood in this spot for 4 hours. Why? You see, you gotta kill this elite scorpion to progress through half the quests in this zone. So as any productive member of society would do, he kept tagging this elite mob over and over and not letting anybody else get it. Cause he can. I guess. Since nobody could get that quest done, I resorted to just grinding mobs until I hit enough levels to go to Senjin village. Then I went to do the crab quest, which is pretty easy, you know, just kill a bunch of crabs, pretty safe. And you see, now is where you're supposed to go into this island over here and kill a bunch of tigers. But I don't want to do that, because I am only level 6 and those guys are level 8 and I kinda don't wanna die. So we go to Razor Hill, we take the quest for the Cool Tiran Sailors, pretty easy stuff, until you gotta face the Lieutenant Benedict. This dude slaps. And not only that, he has 2 bodyguards with him. Remember, you are not allowed to team up in hardcore, so how the hell am I gonna do this thing? Yoink! Good luck next time, East Coast suckers! Okay, we got that taken care of, we got level 7, and now we got 2 hours left. Then I went to the island for the terrifying troll quest. This proven to be a waste of time. Killing the tigers and getting the raptor eggs for the first 2 quests is pretty easy. The problem though is my fellow troll cannibals right there. You are supposed to kill this elite for it, but this is how his spawn point looked like. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get a tag on that guy anytime soon, so we had to improvise. I was level 8 and I only had 90 minutes left. Now I was out of quests and out of sheer desperation, I ran into Orgrimmar. Luckily I found this dude on the way that made me kill some harpies, get some bags, and it was pretty easy, so I did it, got a little bit of experience right there. He gave me a follow-up to kill some more harpies. And I thought, oh, no big deal, they were pretty easy, it's gonna be free experience, right? Boy, was I wrong. He sent me to a place full of level 11 harpies and I was only level 8. The worst part is I didn't even realize it until I started pulling. In a panic I pot.
Why did she pot?
And I throw her my glue that I keep on my pockets just in case. And after barely running away, I was at a loss. And here is where more mistakes start to happen. So I lost like 10-15 minutes going to Orgrimmar and getting everything and coming back. The only thing that I appreciate doing is that I got a Hearthstone to Orgrimmar that will save my life later on. Keep in mind, I had less than 40 minutes at this point and I was doing all this silly stuff. I was level 9 and I had 30 minutes left. I quickly realized that I wasn't gonna make it, so I started killing boars in panic. I actually was getting close to getting 10, but lots of people around me were doing the same thing and I kinda started running out of mobs to kill. Those people were probably just as desperate as I was, but with 2 minutes left, I find the last mob in the corner of the map and I kill it and got level 10, baby, to Orgrimmar. I went to the trainer and by the skin of my teeth, I made it to RFC in time. Ugh. Wait, that's just the start. We gotta do RFC. I get drafted into a team last because I was only level 10 and I didn't even have a wand. And while my chat laughed at my feeble attempts, I knew I had something that they didn't. Autism. Then the air horn pops and since I don't like loud noises I kinda panic. But then after that we go into RFC and we do the first pull. And in the first pull, yeah, this ominous message right here is gonna start popping faster and faster here throughout. Our first pulls didn't come with no struggle though. We were level 10 and 11 and these mobs were level 15, dude. I couldn't even land half my frostballs on it. Eventually we get better at it and with a little bit of trickery and insane South American pro gaming skills, we control the mobs so tightly that we kill them one by one. Here's when the MVP of this whole tournament kicks in. The Void Boy, our unofficial tank and creator of the biggest cheese you've ever seen at the end of this run. For now he was very useful, he was tanking one of the mobs by himself. Good boy. We get all the way to the first boss, Taragaman, and we get the news that most of the runners already wiped to it. Cargos even dropped into my chat at that time and he told me that he literally one-shot his tank. This is when we realized that we weren't gonna make it, so we had to do something that nobody else tried to do. Secret Illuminati trick number 1. You can do all the bosses and then do Taragaman last. Not only that clears enough space that you can kite him if you need to, we will also get a couple green drops and be an extra level higher. And since we are level 10 and we are fighting level 16 bosses, that means a lot. We methodically pulled all the mobs and bosses and we did it one by one. And not only we got an extra level, I even got a wand to drop. If you play a mage, you know how important having a wand is. So the reason that this guy one-shots people, he does AoE on melee range. So that means that if I am a mage and I run out of mana, I cannot do anything. Because I cannot go melee and bonk it with my staff, I will die. Having this wand makes it so much easier. The tank got a couple new upgrades and we were much stronger facing Taramagan than by the time we zoned in. The moment of truth, all but 4 teams already wiped. That is 20 out of 24 teams. We are on our last pool. How are we gonna survive this if it can one-shot a tank? Okay, here is where the hero of this dungeon, the Illuminati trick number 2, comes in. The only reason we made it, hashtag to the top, John D. Voidwalker. I am not gonna lie, our strategy wasn't even that brilliant. We sent the Voidwalker first so it would take some damage so we could save some mana for the tank. We expected that poor thing to die in 2 hits, and he didn't. It was pretty clear by the time that the Voidwalker survived the second Fire Nova that he wasn't going anywhere, and the healer got to work. We DPS slowly to not gain aggro from it, and after a close call when our tank got hit by a Nova and lost like 90% of its health, we avoid the one-shot, we smack that demon, take it to the ground, and complete Rage Fire Chasm in front of 2,000 viewers. And all of that would not be possible without the Void Boy. So, all of you hardcore veterans that took 2 warriors and were like, oh, no mana, no problem, let me remind you. Melees get all the cool loot, but in life, casters are king. We ended in 4th place, not because we were any fast, but because only 4 people cleared it, period. I didn't know much about the hardcore community until today, and I gotta say the friendliness that I encountered is nothing like I've seen in my World of Warcraft career. I also wanna shout out Graysfordays for organizing this event. Really cool stuff to take $500 and a day aside just to do this for everybody. I really hope he gets enough financial support from this that he can do it again. And also the shaman in my team, Racecar Wins, he started streaming and he's a really cool guy, so you probably seen him in the main coverage of the event. Please give him a follow, I'm gonna leave his channel in the comments. I will now be live on Twitch and YouTube, so if you prefer watching this on Twitch, I will leave a link in the description right there. We also merged the chats in my Discord, so you can see the YouTube and Twitch chat in one place, also that in the description. All I gotta say is subscribe and leave a like, for we got a lot more coming. West Coast!